See this logo, baby dolls? This is a lace that goes around the neck, and this is a lace that goes around the neck. It's from Aussie Greatest. I want to say a special shout out to Yane. So I ordered these, friends. These are awesome. These are fantastic. And why it's kind of like important for me to tell you, you got about 12 months before you can wear these. You don't want people to know in about 12 months, man, if crypto really goes the way of the moon. So these are amazing. There's Hex merchandise all over the place. Makes it easy to just wear the logo. That's one of the things everybody in PulseChain makes it easy to do. Look at the colors. So the logo is great. You can put the logo anywhere. They're vibrant and they're colorful. It's easy to just wear your teams. It's just like, you know, just when you see like a Manchester United jersey. Oh, it's like that red. You always you know what you're getting when you're looking at these. Your brain starts to easily recognize it. So I want to give a big shout out to Yane. I ordered one off here. This is amazing. I've got more. Thank you so much for the gift. There are many things coming, friends. This is just a start. These things are going to be blasted everywhere because the logos are just so good. You know, I really do mean this. I think 95% of crypto altcoins, they should spend. So what they're doing right now, 95% of their time is spent on like code and utility stuff. They got to invert it. They got to spend 5% of their time on code stuff and then 95% of their time on their logo, their colors, okay? Adopting people. That's what it should be. And this is the type of stuff that's cool, man. If you guys want to order, if you're in Australia or anything out here, I don't know, do you do international? Friends, this is awesome. I love this stuff. Oh, there's other ones here. I might want to get a hoodie or something. A hoodie and a shirt. There's all these other cute mugs for drinking your orange juice. And you also got to think about why all of this is even here, friends. I mean, like, firstly, I think Ricardo himself, he's got these 2 necklaces as well. All right. But just think about this, right? Just think about this, by the way. This is going to teach you everything about crypto. When a coin has that much growth of people, okay? And it's not just the coin, it's a community. And especially when you do a 10,000x, and HEX is 10,000x, it pays dividends for years and years and years. So we're still here from HEX's 2021 10,000x mark. So I just want you to think about that. You're like, whoa. So, by the way, XRP, same thing. XRP did a 650x in 2017. That's a good example. These things last forever, friends. They literally last forever. So now that epiphany's come to me, I'm like, oh, wow. So HEX staking, it's not as risky as everyone thinks. I know that we don't have much samples. We don't have many samples, but it really isn't as risky as everyone thinks because XRP community, they were rewarded in 2017 with their 650x, which I'll show you right now. So this is a monthly chart. There you go, like a 600x. And these are monthly candles, okay? So even though this thing happened here, it is still going on, man. How much has it been? 2,500 days. So it's been like 8 years after that point. Basically, from what we've seen, and remember, it's Ripple, man. Ripple's dumping on everyone. They have lasted like almost a 10-year mark. They're obviously going to be around year 9, year 10. So you now know, oh, HEX will definitely be around in 2029. That'll be the 10-year mark of the HEX staking. It'll definitely be around there. And by definitely, you just mean, well, XRP had worse circumstances and they still made it. So just showing you with these brands and these logos, they are digital communities. It's a digital country because that's what they are. It's actually a community that lives on the internet. Does it really live on the internet? Like it's your friends and family. And because there's a ticker chart that represents people joining or leaving, it makes everything way more exciting, you know? I guess you could do it for a book club at the library, but no one's going to get excited. You see? So keep that in mind when it comes to something like this, because what's coming next is the bull market for PulseChain and PulseX and Inc. to show their first pump up. And if we look at for example, let's look at the PulseX price chart. Okay, if we're just looking at PulseX, we have it here. You haven't even, like, you just got to think about what happens if, let's put on a log chart. What happens if, see friends, you know this line up here? This is 70x day one sack. I think from the low, that is a 1000x. Oh no, it's from here. If you start from here, that's a 1000x. 70x day one sack. Just, we're learning these. I know it's just, see, it's risky because it's never been done before, but that's why you get all the upside. Because if we had, imagine we had XRP and HEX and Cardanza and like 30 other communities that have been around for 10 years, 15 years. The price would be much higher. The growth rates wouldn't be as much because everyone's like, oh, this is like a community like the other 29. I have all these maths formulas. I know how these communities work. We have all these models of people's behavior, how they act during bull markets and bear markets and stuff, what your liquidity is. And we have all the models drawn up, but you're going to get less upside. You're not early anymore, right? You don't have as much, you don't have as much growth potential. And you know what you could think about it like? Think about it like if you were not one of the first people to make a YouTube account. Think about, friends, if you were making YouTube videos back in like 2007, 2008, you would be building up like, no one believes. No one believes. Like, any single person who's been around that long, because there weren't that many, you just got all the views. Everyone knows you. And you could just go big and big and big. There was that one guy, I don't know if you remember, he was like some comedian guy on YouTube. I forgot his name. He was a comedian and he ended up changing what he was doing. But he had like the most YouTube views back then. I think he just maybe made too much money. He just got burnt out. But you just didn't have much to choose from. So that he had to get popular. Think about what we're doing now. Just think about, okay, XRP, it's a golden standard. It's funny. It's a standard. Think about, okay, XRP, been around 10 years, altcoin. What about something like HEX, PulseChain community? What's that 10-year growth going to be like? That's what we're living up right now. You see? That's why it helps. It helps when you have amazing merchandise that just makes it easy. You see? So as we move forward, we're probably going to see more appear. But by the time all the mid-curvers are going to finally feel okay to do this, it's going to be too late. So for now, we can be happy that, you know what? I don't know what this thing's going to do. I have no idea. That's actually what you want, friends. I promise you. I'll tell you right now, man. I'm just beaming in my head. Dozens of hours of content, of video, of stories, Crypto Kobe, Up Only, all these people, all these Da Vinci J15, Richard, all I'm just beaming on my head. And whenever they're telling a story of like, oh, I got into this thing and I just didn't know what it could do. I had no idea. Whenever they say that, it's like immediately followed with, and then it just pumped to the moon. Every time. Every time, man. Now, of course, there's survivorship bias, but it was like, that was like you needed that there. You just needed that there. You never ever had a single story where they said, well, mathematically, this was designed to do this for me because of the price to earnings and this market caps and blah, 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 blah. You never ever get that story finishing with, and then it went up 100 times in value. It doesn't end like that. The best thing you ever get is Arthur Hayes, where he's like, oh, and then I got 17% overperformance against the stock market. That's how that story ends. Not life-changing wealth. Double thumbs up, friends. We're going to make it.